What's going on, everybody? Today on Cooking for College, we are doing a very simple shrimp and grits. Now, shrimp and grits is something, I kind of stole this recipe from my dad. He does a Cajun shrimp and grits at his restaurant. It's amazing, so I'm kind of doing a hybrid version of that. It's, you just got the shrimp were $4.99 a pound. I'm going to use half a pound. And first, I'm going to start with the shrimp and just dump them in butter that I've got over here. I threw like a tablespoon of butter in the frying pan, and I dump those in. And once I dump the shrimp in, some Old Bay right on top, ground red pepper, garlic powder. If you like it extra spicy, put extra pepper. Some paprika, just pour that right on top. That'll give it good color. And you just let it, and salt and pepper, of course. Just throw that on top. And the shrimp will take like 3-4 minutes, not very long. You don't want to overcook the shrimp because they will get tough. I got my heat on pretty high, 7 or 8, medium high. Let those go pretty good. Alright, now I only put like a tablespoon of butter, but it all went away, so I'm going to put a little extra butter in there just to help it cook. Alright. And now, normally you'll take grits and you'll do like real grits and you'll cook them and it'll take like 20-30 minutes, something like that. And once you get those grits and you do them with like half and half and all that stuff, and that keeps them really thick and really creamy. But what I'm going to do is I just got instant grits. I get the box of instant grits instead of like the little packets. I get the box. They're a little better flavor. And I take those, don't forget about your shrimp, and I take that and I made it in this big old pot here. I've got 6 servings. This will feed me and Kira with lots of leftovers. And you just take the water, just follow the directions. You boil some water, you pour the grits in there, you stir them, let them sit for a couple minutes. They thicken up and get nice and pretty. But to get them extra creamy, since I don't have heavy whipping cream on hand, I'll just take about a cup of milk and pour that right on in there. Alright? And just stir that up. And that milk, you want to keep your heat on 3 or 4. And that milk will get them really creamy, and that's what you really want with this shrimp and grits. You want them really creamy. Another little secret that I learned from my dad is that you take a little bit of tomato paste. This tomato paste, about a spoonful, about a tablespoon or two, so about a spoonful. You just take that and you dump it right in. Because these are Cajun shrimp and grits, the tomato paste will give it a good orangey red color, but it also adds great flavor. And the extra tomato paste you have, you can add to ragu sauce and make it thicken up your ragu, or you can take the extra tomato paste and do a chili, and that tomato paste will get your chili good texture, good thickness. Alright, my shrimp are almost done. Give those another minute or two. You see how I got them coated real good? They've got that great color on them. That's what you want. You want to be able to see the seasonings, the paprika and the red pepper and the Old Bay. And I've got this shrimp right here. Normally, what I wanted to do, it is Friday and Lent, so I cannot have meat. So since I can't have meat, I'm just doing regular shrimp and grits. But if it wasn't Friday and I could have meat, I was going to take you take like a couple slices of bacon, like 2 or 3, and you cube them up. And you throw those in your pan and you let those cook until they're brown, and then once they're done, you throw the shrimp in on top, and that'll get the bacon grease. Will get great flavor for your. You won't have to add butter or anything. You just use the bacon grease for your shrimp, and that will be an amazing flavor. And you just dump it all in your shrimp and grit in your big old pot of grits, and everything will get nice and happy. All right, so I got my shrimp are done. You can tell when they're getting done because they turn orange. They start getting a darker color orange, and you can look in the back of them and they're not clear anymore. They start getting like white on the inside, and that's when you know that they are good and done. Alright, let those stay warm for a second. Make sure I got all this in mixed up. You mix up your grits. And another thing, what I'm going to do right on top is I'm going to add some cheddar cheese. Now you can just take this cheddar cheese and you can put it on top, like I just said, or you can just take a big old glob of it and just throw it right in your grits. And if your grits are hot, it'll melt in there, and that'll give them even more creaminess with that milk and with the cheese. And I use extra sharp cheddar because it has the best flavor, but you can use, lesser cheddar if you'd like. You just mix it in there. Okay. My shrimp are done, so I'm just gonna take my shrimp and just dump them right in the grits. Right there. Okay. Turn your burner off. Never forget. And just mix everything in there. And I bought my shrimp with they were still shelled and veined, and so I deshelled them and deveined them. You can buy them in a little pack, a little frozen packet, right behind the butcher. It's right in the middle aisle, right by the butcher. You can buy a pack of frozen, already shelled and deveined and all that stuff. So you don't have to worry about doing it. I don't mind doing it, so it gives me something to do. All right, now to serve it, you just want to get big old serving spoon like this. Scoop it up. Now with this, you can add a little butter if you want it a little creamier, but I prefer just adding a little bit of cheese right here on top. Alright, and there you go. Alright there, doesn't that look amazing? I love this stuff. This is the greatest. And the best part about it is you can never make too much, because you can always throw it in the fridge. If you make too much grits and not enough shrimp, you can just leave the grits in the fridge, you pull them out, you microwave them at any time. Always a great meal. Make sure you get some shrimp. That is very, very good. I love shrimp and grits. Alright everybody, now it's cooking for college.